Hey everybody. Uh, Thanks for joining me on this live cutting. Um, we're gonna get going with the show here shortly. I'm just waiting for my drill to charge. So we're waiting on being able to drill the project. But I'll show you guys what I'm working on at least while we're waiting for that. This is the project I'm going to be cutting out. So I'll set it here. If you guys can't see it on camera because it's backwards on my screen, it says Warhammer across here. And then I'm going to be cutting that out, just the letters. And then the second part of the same project is this piece, which I'll be cutting out next. So there's actually two parts to it. And I'm using oak. Not sure on the thickness. Hang on one second, I'll tell you guys. The thickness on the oak is it's 3/4 by 20 by 3. So that's this board right here. And I bought it from Menards. And it was about $32 for the whole board. The whole board was 1 by 20 by 3. And right now, it gave me enough of a board where I can cut out this sign plus the other sign. I still have enough left over. They'll fit easily. This here I took to the print. This one here I took to the print shop and I printed them both out, 11 by 17. And then I was concerned whether they were going to fit or not. So, because I had the board in the car, so I actually sized them down. The second time I printed them, I sized them down to 14, 8.5 by 14, but those would have worked too. They would have just been a smidgen smaller than this. Then when I got out to the car, I realized that the original ones actually fit on here easily. So I kept them at 11 by 17. So these are 11 by 17, and the other one I just showed you is 11 by 17. And like I said, right now we're just waiting for my saw, or not the saw to charge. So I don't need to charge. I'm waiting for the drill to charge. So as soon as that's done, we will get started on the project. And I just wanted to show you guys this project here, meanwhile, that we're working on. There it came. We're still waiting for this drill to charge. As soon as it does that, we'll get started. You guys can see I drilled the W already, but in the A, but I didn't get to the when I think I drilled the R and the H. But after that, I didn't get to the next A before the drill died. So we're gonna wait a few, like 10, 15 minutes, and then we'll get started. So you guys can go have a snack, or whatever. Then when you're done with that, you can come back and I'll probably be ready to get started. I'm still waiting for this drill to charge, guys. As soon as it's done charging up, we're gonna get started. It says there's 4 watching, and yet no one's chatting. So you guys must be watching but not chatting. So if you guys are there, the chat's over there. So if you're watching on YouTube, the YouTube page, you should be able to leave chats there. It says there's 5 watching now. Hopefully this drill won't take too long to charge. It shouldn't. You don't have a bit. Hi there, Jeff Robinson. You don't have a bit and a trace or brace. I do have. Oh, because you're saying because the drill's charging. No, I just used my drill. I was gonna get one of those fancy little Dremel mini drill press things, which I said I still may get. I just haven't gotten it because I got a drill. So I'm sure it's getting to the point where it's getting to be charged now. I was trying to drill through this project. As you can see, oops, I got just started on the W, and I drilled it right here. Then I drilled that A, and this, and that H. But I didn't get even a chance to drill this or any of this. It says there's 5 watching. Okay. I invited some more people. Maybe they'll swing in. Tonight's not really a show. It's just kind of meat cutting. So going to be very impromptu. If there's anyone watching that wants for me for any reason or wants to keep track of the chat for me while I'm cutting and wants to be on the show, let me know. I'll give you guys the link. If you guys look, you'll see my Chow Chow over here in that corner. She's up there on the floor sleeping. Just knocked out cold. That's pretty funny. So I can see her on there. You can see she's conked. Out of aluminum diamond plate again. That would be cool too. definitely. I have never cut with that. I'd assume it's like cutting metal. I've never actually. I've never actually used diamond aluminum plate of any kind, so I'm not sure. I do not like this camera angle. It shows off my bald head too much. See, bald spot up here. But it's the best angle for putting it on the saw. It's easy to cut on the skull saw. Okay, I'll take your word for it because I've never cut with it. Maybe one of these days I will. This project is actually a Christmas order for a client. Before you came in, Jeff, I showed the other part of it. I'll show you again. This is the other part of it. What to go? This part, this Warhammer part, will go under this part. So this will actually go above it on the wall. So it's like a two-part sign. I am paying attention to my audience. Right now, we can't do anything because my drill is charging. Charles is on the others. So Facebook. So, ask me a question. Nice. Put a hole in the center and make a clock out of it. That could be an option. That's not how she wanted to order it, but we could always change it later. Because there's enough room there where I could just put a Forstner bit in there and drill it. Still says you're the only one in here, Jeff. Don't know where everybody else is. It says there's people watching, but there's 4 watching, but come on, the rest of you people. There's 2 more or 3 more of you. Well, actually, it'd be 3 more watching. Because me and Jeff are 2. Well, actually, there'd be 2 more people. Because one of the people watching is me. So there'd be 2 more people watching. So I'm curious as to who the 2 are. Someone hanging in the shadows. Yeah, I got right now the blade that I put on the scroll saw. I bought some blades today when I went and bought the wood. This blade up here. Hold on, there's a delay here. This blade here is a thick wood blade. It is an Olson. The special ones I bought for thick wood. It's a hook tooth blade with the 7 DPI. It's got extra wide gullets for rapid cutting of materials up to tooth, 2 inches thick. So it should eliminate burning and heat sensitive wood. So I'm thinking that these should do the trick. These are the Olsons. That's what I'm cutting with. All right, let's check the griddle. I think we're good. I think the drill is fixed now. All right, gang. Let me drill this real quick. Hopefully it's charged up enough. If not, we're gonna have to throw it back on and charge it for another 10, 15 minutes. But let me see if I can drill it, and I will be right back. It died again. I don't know if it's the oak or what, guys, but it's not letting me drill it too good. And now the drill is saying it's not fully charged anymore. So I don't know if it's the wood, maybe the oak is too thick and it's not being able to drill in there too good. I guess since I got these 4 letters cut, I guess I can start on those while I wait for the drill. Normally I wouldn't recommend what I'm about to do, but since it's oak, I don't think it's going to be a problem. I'm going to start cutting these. Well, actually, we're going to wait. Okay. I think I'm going to wait. I just don't want to screw it up. So, we're going to wait about 10, 15 minutes, and then we'll come back and check the drill. So you guys can go elsewhere until then, and then I'll be back in about 10 or 15 minutes, and hopefully the drill's charged by then. This oak is making it very difficult to drill. The biggest number of blade you've used is a 9, Jeff. I don't think I've ever used a 9. All right, we got 5 watching now. Okay, if you guys are there and you can hear me, give me a message over in the chat so I know. It says there's 5 watching, so you and me make 2, Jeff. What we're waiting on is the drill to charge. I thought it was charged, but then I took it over to drill this and it still won't drill it. And so I was gonna start on it and start cutting it out because it's oak, and I think that even if I start cutting it out, stability-wise, it would be okay to then go through. But I don't want to do that just in case I break it. I don't have to start all over and waste this nice piece of oak. So I'm just gonna wait, and then we're just gonna have to wait for the drill to charge. Should have charged it yesterday, but You know, it's crazy. Is I thought I had drilled or had charged it the last time I did a show. So I thought it was still good to go, but I haven't used it other than the last show when we worked on the Steelers project. That's the last time I used it, so I thought it had a full battery then, but maybe not. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I got a bunch of people IMing me over on Facebook. You guys are going to talk to me, come in here in the chat. If you trust joining us, we're working on this project here. It says Warhammer on it. This is a project for a lady who ordered it from me. This is going to be a sign for the wall. And the top part of it is going to be another piece that has this on it. So the top part of the project will be this. And this will go above this on the wall. These are both about 11 by 17. If you guys choose. Also watching Judge Judy. Oh, that's good. Judge Judy's fun. I like when she goes postal on people. Yeah, Carol, I was gonna do that. The only thing with starting these is I'm worried that if I start them and then I go to drill the rest of it, then I might break them. So it's oak, so I doubt it, but for stability purposes, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, they are supposed to be cut from 3/4. So you see how thick it is right here on the edge. You guys can see this is as thick as it is, and that's oak, so it's pretty thick. And I think it's so thick that my drill's not going through it. It's good. And Al Forte, if you're watching, I took your idea for this lamppost. I got it on a light that has one of those things that swings out. But I took the lampshade off and I'm using it, and it works pretty darn good. It's like up here above my saw before you guys couldn't even see me cut. Yeah, they're both supposed to be soak. I don't think the wood is warped or anything like that. So I don't think that's the reason it's not drilling good. These first two holes, this one and this one, I drilled them. These two I drilled with a smaller bit, struggling a little bit. So I switched to a bigger bit. That's still going to do it. which is what makes me think maybe the drill isn't charged all the way. Carol Schultz, how are you doing, by the way? It's been a while since I talked to you. I hope you're doing good. The club hasn't done too much. We haven't met at all. Everything's been so crazy. Maybe after the holidays, we'll get back together. I got a few people that contacted me and asked me if they could be club members. But I told them we're not really meeting right now too much. And if we start meeting, I'll give them an email with the email stuff for the club. Since you're on here, girl, keep in mind that in 2020, in June, we'll be having the SAW Expo here in Cuyahoga Falls. So it'll be another expo, but it'll be the SAW one for Scroll Saw Association of the World. And you don't have to be a member to be in it, to attend that. And I can tell you right now, I kind of ruined our SAW prize, but there's only like 2 of you watching. But I put it up on the SAW website anyway. But our big name speaker is going to be Judy Gill Roberts. So she will be attending both days, and she'll be speaking on Saturday, not Friday. Friday she'll be there, but at her table. So if you want to go meet her, Friday would be a good day to meet her. And then Saturday will be her class. The reason we did it that way is so that anyone traveling on Friday that's still working can come for the Saturday show and drive an hour or whatnot to come see her. So we thought that it would be better if she did it Saturday than Friday. Even though it's the second day of the show, and technically second days of the show, it's not as well attended, but we did that specifically so people that are like an hour away and they're work on Friday go, oh, I can't go because I have to work. So if you have a boss like my boss, even though you request 2 weeks off, it's not always set in stone that you have the day off. So sometimes things don't work out and you have to work. So like I said, that gives people an option to drive on Saturday or Friday night and come in for Saturday morning for the class. That allows people like in Columbus or Michigan or Indiana, like right on the borders, or Pennsylvania, that are only about an hour away or 2 hours away. That would give them an option to drive in Friday night, stay the night, and see Judy, or drive all the way in the morning and see Judy. But that gives them an option to come and see her. Whereas if she was giving a class on Friday, it wouldn't. Now, what she is doing on Friday is she'll be at our table and she'll have a meet and greet and I think a book signing. She'll have her new book there, so she'll have her book signing too. So. You guys might call me crazy, but I switched over to Christmas music on my radio. It puts me in a better mood to cut things for Christmas. So the Christmas music puts me in a more productive mood, actually. And for those of you that say it's too early for Christmas music, well, not for me. I'm one of those people that like listening to it all year round. I'm strange. Especially like TS, Trans-Siberian Orchestra. They're good to listen to all year round. This month, our club is having a trunk or treat free lumber. Yeah. Trunk or treat? Free lumber, patterns, and miscellaneous. Wow, I want to come get some free lumber. I'm going to get my car now. What's the date? This month. Oh, okay. Give me the date. Maybe I'll get in my car and drive out. Get some free lumber. Shop it too far. Because I had more days off this year. I used them all. My boss is like, you don't get any more. I used them all when I went to Iowa to the Midwest trade show. So worth it, though. For any of you that's watching, I've never been to the Midwest trade show, like Carol, for example. I don't know if Jeff has ever been there. Boy, I know Carol hasn't, but you guys should really consider going. It's like 9 hours from Ohio, Carol, but totally worth it. And if you've never been to Dubuque, Dubuque is one of the just the most scenic places you'll ever go to. It's right on the river, and the views are insane. They do dinner at this one park, and it overlooks the Mississippi River. And you just like go up on those, it's like really high up on these ledges. You just look out and you see the whole river and the barges coming through. It's really cool. And the show itself, they have a scroll saw contest. They got a lot of vendors. It's pretty well attended every year. And that's been around for, I don't even know how long. It's been around for a while. My good friends Dirk and Karen, Dirk Bowman and Karen Bowman started that show, or started it in Iowa. I think it actually started over in, I forget, Wisconsin, I think. But they do it in Iowa now. And Dirk and Karen would help, or would run it for a few years, and now Karen does it along with the veterans from the Veterans Freedom Center up there. That place is really cool, the Veterans Freedom Center. They have a bunch of tools in there, and they let the veterans learn like the scroll saw or whatever tool they have. They let them learn. Kind of distracts them from their PTSD and other things that they have going on. It's a really nice building they got. By that time, folks, I got almost all of it drilled before the girl died. I mean, I think it's this oak. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out, because I think this oak is strong enough. I'm going to start cutting out some of it. That way, while we wait for the drill, we can at least get something done. Will this be a commissioned piece for you? Yes, it is a commissioned piece, Jeff. Thank you for asking. Yeah, it is commissioned. Okay. If I not buy another drill, I think I'm gonna buy one I can plug in a wall to make one like that. Or if they have some kind of adapter for this. Because it's kind of annoying to have to wait for the battery to charge all the time. So I think what I'm gonna do is start cutting it while we wait for the drill to charge again. All right, guys. So I think I'm gonna start cutting it. Okay. Well, I'm gonna start cutting it. And I'm just gonna leave like the MER over there. Could probably cut out the M right now. But I'm just gonna leave it. So basically from here over, I'm gonna leave it until that drill gets charged. So I'm gonna start on WAR over to here. I may leave this M too. I may just go to the A for now. I might leave this M, E, and R. I might leave those for now till that drill gets charged up. All right, guys. So I'm gonna start cutting. First thing I'm gonna do is the W. Actually, I think I'm gonna do the A first. We'll start with the A's, and then we'll do the other stuff. That blade really, really walked. So I'm gonna have to turn the speed down a little. All right, Jeff, I'll be there. Set me aside some wood, all right? 3 Ryobi drills. Yeah, I probably need a second one just in case. But, the speed is wrong, so we're gonna have to figure out a better speed. I went a little faster because I thought it was oak and needed to go faster, but I think it needs to go slower actually. All right, so the H isn't cut either, or drilled, sorry. The M is done. It's done, not done. What's done? R A W. I had a friend that gave me some Brazilian cherry. Nice. Brazilian cherry. That's nice. I got some exotic stuff plain down. Let me show you guys real quick. Here you go. This is Brazilian walnut. And this is also Brazilian something or another. I think it's Brazilian teak or something like that. I don't know where it is right at the moment, but I also have some tiger wood. And it looks pretty cool because it's got a lot of stripes in it. Those come from a place I get free samples that I order from them. They come like this thickness or a little thicker, like deck thickness. And I just have plane them at my dad's shop. He has a planer, so we just plane them down. And I can make them like whatever thickness I want. So I could use them for intarsia work, or I could use them for, you know, making ornaments, whatever I need. Any of you intarsia artists watching that would be a good way to get some free samples that you might be able to use in your wood or on your projects. The name of that site is advantagelumber.com to give away free samples if you're willing to plane them down, as they come in deck thickness. And they have the deck striping on the back of them. And then you just got to plane that part off. But they're free. All right. All right, so far I got the 2 A's cut. This blade is really doing a lot of wandering. So I'm trying to lock in the right speed. So as I'm cutting it, I'm tuning it up and down as I'm going, trying to figure out the good speed for it. So far it looks pretty good on the back where the A's got cut. All right. This blade, although it's wandering, I think that's because I have the wrong speed with it. But it's cutting this out like it's cutting butter, man. I thought for sure it would be have more resistance with this being this thick and being oak, but this blade is cutting right through it. Like butter, but problem is it's wandering. Alright guys, just to give you an update, I got the A haircut, the R haircut, and then this other A cut. This H, I thought it was drilled, but it's not, so we're going to have to drill it once the drill's charged. And then I'm going to leave the MER until we get the drill charged up. So once the drill's charged up, we'll do the H, then we'll do the H, the M, and E, then drill the R, and then we'll cut them out. So far, though, this blade is kind of, I'm not sure that I like it that much. It wanders quite a bit. It's a little too aggressive on this oak. All right, good news, everybody. The drill worked that time. Now I got them all drilled. So now we can finish cutting out the letters. All right. So we're cutting the H now, folks. Right here. Okay. This one here, we're going to cut out the H. Yes. Alright, you guys. Flip it this way real quick. So you guys what I've cut out so far. WARHA. Holy crap. Work the blade. Alright, gang. So I'll show you. WARHAMM. Only got the ER left and on the outside.
Oh my god. Look at the traffic. Oh.
That really moved on that one. It almost was bad. It almost went over into the M. I saved it. All right, guys. All the letters are cut on the inside. Are you still there, Jeff, or did you leave? All right, gang. There's the finished inside cuts. Take it as you go. Oh, you're working on your clock. Okay. All right, gang. Take the tape off. So here's project number 1, everybody. You can see it's all done. It's all cut out. I don't know what finish I'm using. I can ask my client what she wants, but I might stain it. I don't have a sander, so I gotta take it over to my dad's and sand it first. Do you not like the letters? Oh, there's a reason those were on there and not used. I had those on there for my printers because I won't print anything that's copyright. Technically, this is, but I didn't want them to think it was that, so I had to add those so that they'd print it. Hold on, folks. I'm gonna see. Oh, crap. Well, that could have been bad, folks. I was about to go in here and look for some black backer to put on this thing, and then looked over at the candle, and the candle caught fire to a piece of paper by it. There was about a 2-inch flame on there. I had to put it out real quick. Can you guys see this? There you go, guys. That's what it would look like if you put black letters behind it. So I was trying to show you. It's weird because in my camera, this is sitting on the saw, and it looks like it says WA. Looks like the W's here, but the W, where it's actually at, is on this side because the camera's flipped. See, it's actually this way on my saw. So this W is actually over here. That's flipped. It's 7:02 right now. I think that's what that's all we're gonna get done on this project for today. Because I gotta do the other one tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, I didn't cut out like I said, I didn't cut out the construction letters because they weren't really needed. It was just because it's just technically from a game, and I didn't know if my print shop would allow it or not. So I added the construction down here just in case to make them think it was something else. So they print it. So gang, this is gonna be a project that I'm going to be cutting soon. I bought this the other day at Menards. See him? And I'm going to put him down on some paper, and I think I'm either gonna make a trace the inside and outside of him on there, or I'm gonna take them and I'm gonna spray them onto a wood, and then I'm gonna use it as a stencil to make snowmen. This is pretty big. It's probably about a 3-foot snowman for your tree. But I mean, I like this pattern. Just add man glitter. No, that thing is full of glitter. It's like a glitter bomb every time I touch it. I'm sure another quick one. All right, guys. I think that's gonna be all for tonight. I'm gonna clean up and get this stuff cleaned up for the time. So we got the Word for Hammer first part of it done. Stay tuned for part 2, which is gonna be this other part of it, and we'll be cutting that out either tomorrow or the next day. So until I see you guys again, take care, and thank you everyone for watching. Jeff Robinson, thank you, sir. Thank you. We're the most active in here tonight, but thanks for watching. It's always fun to have people hang out in here and talk in the chat. I'm Carol Schultz. Thank you, ma'am. You were here earlier, so thank you very much for that. And we'll see you guys on the next live cutting, which should either be tomorrow or the next day. So stay tuned for that. All right. Till next time, everybody. Take care and click on.